We're going to welcome the first company onto the stage, Enriched, who's building a 3D food printer that does personalized food. Come on up.
Hello everyone, I'm Anirudh and this is Enriched. So we are working on food 3D printing. How that works is that you take an ingredient, make it into a paste and extrude or push it out layer by layer to make a 3D shape or any shape you want. I completed my master's in mechanical engineering from Singapore and I built this food 3D printer here with multiple extruders. What that means is that with each extruder you can have a different material, which means that you can control the amount of every ingredient in your meal to create a personalized meal according to your nutritional requirements. And it doesn't stop there. You can even add, you can even control the shape or the form according to your preferences, which means that you can have the same ingredients as a sandwich or as bite-sized snacks or even as a Batmobile, whatever you prefer. So I think that's the restaurants and hotels can keep this keep food 3D printers handy for making special for giving special treatments for their special guests. So for a honeymoon couple, they can have a personalized heart-shaped meal, or for athletes, they can have precise, customized nutrition in a meal that is shaped like their national flag. In any case, restaurants and hotels can offer bite-sized meals, which are balanced, healthy meals for in the shape of beloved characters for kids. This way, kids are happy as well as their parents are happy. We can take that a step further in childcare centers and schools, where we can make this into a game, so that with every completed meal that the kids finish eating and answer a set of questions, we can have them unlock these new, more exciting shapes to keep them engaged. And in the process, they develop the taste for the healthy ingredients over time, and they also learn more about nutrition. Gyms and training centers can offer personalized diets by keeping food 3D printers around. They can, especially for people with intense training programs. So the personalization can be done according to the individual's medical history, their nutritional requirements, and their training program, their individual preferences, and the daily feedback, both from the individual as well as from their coach. But at the end of the day, nutrition only works if you can have it consistently every day, which means you need to be able to afford it. We have developed this continuous feeding design, which is well suited for configuration into in a factory production, mass production setting. So if there's enough demand in one location, then we can have, from multiple businesses, then we can have a centralized, streamlined manufacturing facility with multiple 3D printers working together, so that you can make personalized nutrition available and affordable for all, for maximum impact through economies of scale. Right now, we are in early stages of development and looking for incubation, investment, collaboration, and letters of intent from potential customers. So if you're interested, please visit our booth. That's the first one from the entrance right next to the reception. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's welcome up the next startup, which is AnyCard, a recipe discovery and meal planning app. Come on up.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a great lunch, getting used to this new format of clickers here. So we are AnyCard. We are one of the 9 Alexa Accelerator startups right now in program. We graduate next Tuesday, October 15th, and we wanted to be here, give all of you a preview of what we'll be showing next Tuesday. So welcome to also join the Accelerator Demo Day. We are AnyCard. We let you shop any meal that you want in one click and get all the groceries to make those meals in as little as 1 hour. The premise of what we do maybe a manivelle that I can turn. The way you're looking at meals currently, going on a Google search and looking for recipes, you basically are facing, and you don't have to see a slide to imagine it, you're facing with 1 billion recipe options with no idea how much any of them will cost you, right? On the other side, you can go in a grocery store that carries 38,000 different products, or go online and try to buy those ingredients one by one. I think a lot of you are familiar with the problem, so I won't spend too much on that. We're mostly excited, thank you, we're mostly excited to talk about the solution. There we go. We're mostly excited to talk to you not about the problem we're all facing, shopping for meals and groceries, but about the way we've approached it to solve it. So what we've done at AnyCard is we created this consumer destination where you can shop for meals, as I promised, in one click, and have all the groceries to make those meals in your cart in 1 hour. On top of that, as you're adding ingredients to your cart, we automatically detect the leftover ingredients from that first meal and tell you, hey, now you get a discount on every other meal in your cart. So in fact, you can solve dinner tonight, getting groceries in 1 hour, but most importantly, you can solve the meals for the entire week. Now, we are not crazy. We're not going to get into grocery fulfillment, inventory, delivery, or return, and that's why we had the Amazon Accelerator program. Our goal here is to take all of the content that we created, step-by-step cooking instructions for every meal, tied it to the products sold at your local Whole Foods, at a Safeway Albertsons store, at a Kroger store, at a Walmart store, telling you how much they would cost at each store, telling you what's available right now in your zip code, in that specific store you're going to be ordering from, so that there's no point of failure. You are coming to us from content. You are discovering that content, whether you shop our own meals or whether you're on a Google search in an all-recipe website using our Chrome extension to find and shop any content online. We have no publisher dependency to do this, and we have no retailer dependency to scale. So we can plug in this on any publisher and any retailer. If you still have a shred of doubt about why we should be doing this and why you should be a part of this, look at the online delivery market. We're spending $800+ billion eating out, $22 billion ordering in. Guess what? In one click, with delivery expected in 1 hour. So when you look at the parallel of when you're opening your Uber Eats app or your DoorDash app or your Grubhub app, what if you had a different app that could solve groceries the exact same way, where we could attack the $26 billion online grocery market in one click with checkout in 1 hour? 1 hour because Amazon Prime offers you that opportunity. If you check out with us, the groceries will come to your home in as little as 1 hour. Just a little bit of traction. We started 18 months ago with our content creation to create those step-by-step video recipes. We have 10,000 user-generated content that got us a lot of search views online. That got us over 1 million monthly active users to date, growing 15% month over month. And 100,000 users around the world are using us to get daily feed of what they should make. The only piece that was missing to complete the end-to-end journey for the user was shopping, and we'll be announcing it next Tuesday at Demo Day. So please, if we don't see us next week, come to us now for partnership, press, or carrier. I had an icon saying beers. Somebody took it off, but we're happy to grab a beer as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Next up, we have Barista, which is making a barista robot. Come on up, guys.
Before I start, let me make sure I know how to. Okay, it's working. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sean Su. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Barista Technology. And before I start, I want to give everyone a little bit of my personal background. So I used to work as an engineer, a manufacturing engineer at Tesla for 4.5 years. What I did was I built robotic manufacturing lines to replace human beings' job. I actually calculated this. I actually replace more than like 300 jobs every year. And the problem of that is that not really does the the factory workers want to work on that job anymore. It's more like they really hate physical, repeatable work. So I found out that is a need. It's not like a automation. Robotics is not Levo. It's actually a trend. So I moved into robotic startup in food because I think food service is one of the biggest trends in the next future. So at Barista Technology, what we do is we build a robot to assess healthier food for most of the customers. Our vision is to make healthier options accessible for most of the customers. And the product is Robot Barista. So let's start with the product. Actually, before we start with the product, there's the need. The need is approximately more than 30% of the population in the United States. They are looking for healthier options. People are looking for something healthier, something more premium. They are willing to pay. They often go to $2 or $3 sign restaurants. These kind of restaurants like fast casual, sweet green, like anything salad or like a Chipotle base like. They are healthier concept. They have better ingredients, better serving, customization. This population actually raised more than $6 billion of opportunity in just drink category, and no one actually tackled this yet. So this is a typical drink menu at most of the restaurants. As we can see, there's two different types of drinks. The only thing that is common there is that both of the drinks can kill you in different ways. One is alcoholic drinks. $10 alcoholic drinks, you can drink a lot and feel good about it. Otherwise, it will be like soda drinks, which contains more than 60 grams of sugar every serve, and you can drink 2 or 3 during one day. But what happened is that there's a gap. There's no drink options between $3 to $6 range, sometimes even $8. And we found out that this is a huge opportunity for us, especially when customers are looking for these kind of options and restaurants are trying to serve it, but it's not very easy to serve because to train a barista needs a lot of effort. They have to train, they have to let them practice, and then they have to waste a lot of ingredients for them to practice. They also have to manage all the ingredients and the inventory. So it's been a hassle for the restaurants to supply something premium for elevating their drink menu. So as a result, Barista, what we did was we developed and designed, manufactured this robot barista. We call this DrinkBot. The whole idea is that we want to provide a service kind of like a Netflix. So customers can actually subscribe their menu from us. We supply the robot with a membership fee, and then all the ingredients and the programs will be uploaded through the air. And all they need to do is pick the right drink menu, things like non-alcoholic spirits, matcha milk teas, or strawberry milk teas, tropical iced tea, mango, yogurt, sparkling, any kind of premium drinks. In fact, we have more than thousands of drinks in our drink library today, and all these are accessible for all the restaurant owners or any venues. For now, we already have customers. So this is our customer pictures. We have customers in the airport, in the fast casual restaurants. Within actually 2 months of launching the product, we already have like more than 20 customers in line. They are all looking for something actually helping them to generate more revenue. So as a result, they can generate at least $30,000 in net profit per year. And the thing they love about it is it's a one-stop solution. They have to worry nothing at all. It's just subscribe our solution, and then it get everything for them to generate more revenue for the business. So if you want to learn more about it, you can visit our website or just email me, sean@barista.io, and I can provide all the information. We have a booth at the upstairs or downstairs, one of the booth areas upstairs. Yeah, it's kind of like a puzzle in here, so it's very hard to find out. Yeah, so thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Great job. Next, we have Bowl, who is making an automated micro salad restaurant.
Hey, I'm Ilan, and I'm one of the co-founders of Bowl, and I'd like to walk you through a brief history of innovation in the fast food space. In the 1950s, McDonald's McRupted the industry by turning their kitchens into efficient factory lines and moving to a wait-in-line ordering process. These changes turned McDonald's into a worldwide powerhouse until customers' preferences changed. Now, instead of greasy processed burgers and limited menu items, customers want fresh and customizable healthy food options in the same efficient manner. So salad shops like Sweetgreen replicated the McDonald's model and have popped up on every street corner. While these restaurants are able to prepare foods quickly, the fundamental problem with them is that the rest of the customer experience leaves much to be desired. I used to get lunch from the salad shops to stay healthy, but getting a salad was pure chaos. The lines are out the door, and by the time I got to the front, the pressure to order was greater than the pressure that my boss was putting on me to get back to the office as soon as possible. there was tons of cross-contamination, and they never got the dressing right. And real talk, dressing makes or breaks a salad. Too little dressing, and it feels like you're chewing on grass. Too much dressing, and it feels like you're eating candy, so you could say goodbye to that healthy salad. Delivery solves some of these pain points, but the cost, hassle, and wait times make it a less than subpar experience. I'm a recovering accountant, and I used to order delivery multiple times a week to stay healthy, and each round of delivery felt like I was starting a new game of hide and seek. I would rush down to the north lobby of my building, but then the delivery guy would be in the south lobby of my building. So then I would rush down to the south lobby, delivery guy was in the north lobby. I may have improved my hide and go seek skills, but that was about the only upside of delivery. So at Bowl, we're solving these pain points by bringing fresh, customizable salads directly to customers in the form of a micro salad restaurant. So here's how it works. Our micro restaurant offers 3 leafy greens, 9 dressings, and 25 ingredients such as vegetables, grains, meats, cheeses, and nuts held in separate dispensers. Each micro restaurant has enough ingredients to make between 50 to 60 salads before needing to be replenished. Customers can order off our mobile app or through a tablet at the micro restaurant and have the option to customize their orders or order off our menu. Once their order is placed, the micro restaurant autonomously makes their salad, and the end-to-end process will take around 3 minutes. So whenever we tell people about our business, the first question we get without fail is, how are you going to keep the ingredients fresh? And when people ask us this question, they're really asking us 2 questions. The first is, how are you physically going to keep the ingredients fresh? And the second is, how are you going to communicate to customers that the ingredients are fresh? So to keep the ingredients fresh, we plan on changing them every single day. The entire micro restaurant is also refrigerated, so that'll help keep the ingredients fresh throughout the entire day. To communicate freshness, we've designed our micro restaurant to be transparent on 3 sides so that customers can see exactly how their orders are being made. Customers can also look at our app to see the current and historical temperatures of the machine so they can see that the ingredients are being maintained properly. We plan on launching our machines in commercial office buildings, college campuses, airports, hospitals, and gyms, as we want to provide fresh, customizable food options in the most convenient locations for our customers. We are Bowl, and we can't wait for you to get yours soon. Thanks.
Thank you. Great job. Next we have Terra, who makes a countertop chocolate maker.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Nate. I'm the founder and CEO of Terra. What could be better than combining the worlds of technology and chocolate? That's right. Terra has developed the world's first tabletop chocolate maker for the home. We bring the magic of making chocolate to the consumer. And no expertise required. Users are guided through the entire chocolate making process, from cocoa nibs all the way to solid chocolate. This is a picture of our latest pre-production system, and we use it on a daily basis to make the most delicious chocolate. We can make dark milk white chocolate in just about 2 hours, or as one journalist wrote, roughly the time it takes to watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. We can make anyone a satisfied, creative, and proud chocolate maker. The core ingredients, cocoa butter, milk powder, nibs, sugar, that's all you need to make any chocolate. We provide a complete customer experience. That means from buying the ingredients to selecting recipes or choosing your own recipe to making the chocolate and to sharing with family and friends, all part of our shared experience. And the machine will grind, refine, conch, temper, mold, all in one appliance. No expertise required, again, guided through the entire process. And what's important to note is that chocolate is on trend, making is on trend. People want shared food experiences, right? They want to know where their food comes from. They want to know how it's made. They want to be able to make healthy snacking choices. And Terra can do all of that. And it's a connected appliance. And so with an accompanying mobile app, users can customize the chocolate and make exactly what they want. If you want nut-free because of an allergy, you can do that. If you're keto, you want keto-friendly chocolate. You're vegan, you want vegan milk chocolate. You want with hazelnuts, you can do all of that. And the chocolate that we've made on our machine has been tasted by top chefs and chocolate makers and have affirmed its premium quality. Here's some of the chocolates that we've made. As you can see, you can be very creative with the recipes. We actually output a ring of chocolate. It's about a half pound. You can add different flavorings. If you want vanilla in it, you want cinnamon, you want cardamom, you want inclusions, meaning nuts and berries and fruits. Terra can do all of that. You can even decorate the chocolate. You can see here, here's one we did with hearts for Valentine's Day. And we'll be partnering with a variety of suppliers to make these ingredients available to our customers. And it's a proven business model. Razors and razor blades. We sell the chocolate maker and then generate recurring revenues through ingredient sales and sales of accessories, such as additional molds, decorations. If you want to do something, we were thinking maybe we'd do a Smart Kitchen Summit logo for chocolate. On the chocolate, we can do that. Gift boxes for gifting chocolate. A lot of chocolate is gifted, so we were going to be part of that as well. And we have samples upstairs. So we have the machine upstairs you can check out. I suggest come by, try. We have some dark milk, white chocolate. It's not a bribe. Those are in the mail. Chocolate is going to push into the home, just like bread and ice cream and beer and coffee and juice and pasta. Why not chocolate? We think it's going to happen, and we're excited to bring our innovation to the chocolate industry. Thank you.
Thank you. Great job. Next, we have EatSafe Verified, working on food transparency. Come on up.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kieran, and I'm the founder of EatSafe Verified, and we are trying to make the world a better place by providing food transparency for people, consumers, and really anyone along the food supply chain. There we go. So I'd like to kind of start about what's wrong today, what's wrong in our current food system. I mean, we have food recalls, we have issues with people getting sick. There's just this widespread kind of clout in the industry. And I think that firstly, what needs to change is that we need food transparency across the board. We need people to share information easily and allow it to freely flow from farm to fork. Because by cultivating that free flow of information, we can ensure that there's cooperative yet independent accountability. We also need food companies to better and more easily collaborate so that if they need to share information from point to point, whether it be a client, a supplier, a retailer, or a broker, they're able to do so in one consolidated platform. And that avoids situations of inefficient logistics, it avoids situations of lost time, and therefore allows for people to, oh, that is going back. Okay, I think we're all right. That causes problems of food recalls, which is something we'd like to avoid. We also need to think of creative solutions that are sustainable, because a solution isn't sustainable if it doesn't last for the foreseeable future and also for generations to come. And I think that's something that we at EatSafe Verified are trying to accomplish. So one way and one method we're trying to execute our plan, this really ambitious plan, is trying to better communicate with the consumers and establish this communication between consumers and the brands they buy from on a daily basis. So that means providing information regarding food safety, where the product is made, how it's made, where it comes from, the ingredients that go into it, really giving them that fun education that people seek. I mean, you see these long lists of FAQ pages on several of the food companies are coming up nowadays, and we want to solve that problem and make it easier for consumers to learn more about what they put in their body. Furthermore, there's that social media aspect where consumers can learn, okay, and share that with other like-minded people, or even provide input to the food companies themselves. It really creates this engaging sort of experience that, you know, hasn't been done or hasn't been seen yet. So while that's figuring itself out. The way we're helping food companies is by providing them the opportunity to have a say in their narrative with customers, allow them to actually put themselves in front of the consumer's fingertips, and allow them to actually interact with them on a day-to-day basis. Furthermore, we're providing software for food companies to better help their collaboration needs and allow them to really, from point to point, communicate. And something that I was talking about earlier, allow them to, from one part of the food supply chain, whether it's a grower all the way to the end of the manufacturer, they can see that information. They can be able to easily share it on one platform. And I think what's really strange is that there's all these massive technologies like Facebook and companies like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram that are creating this social revolution or have already created the social revolution. That's something that we haven't seen in food yet. And I believe that EatSafe Verified is striving to be that glue that brings everyone together and really creates this entire collaborative community. You know, I'd like to think of the food industry as this massive machine that needs to be well-oiled consistently, and ESV is striving to be that oil so everything, moves along happier, easier, and safer. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was EatSafe Verified. I'd love to continue conversations after, and also feel free to check out our booth. We have a simulated shopping experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we have Ends and Stems, who's working on food planning with food waste in mind. Go for it.
By now, you've heard that 40% of the food grown and produced in the United States is wasted. Most of this waste ends up in our landfills, and the emissions that are generated are equivalent to about 500 million cars. But at the same time, 1 in 8 Americans don't have enough food to eat. It's been said that the most impactful thing an individual can do is reduce their household food waste and eat a more plant-forward diet. So that's it, right? We have the problem, we have the solution. I don't even know why I'm here. I should probably go home now. Sadly, that's not true. We know that people aren't taking action because they're too busy and they don't know how to act. I'm Allison Mountford. I'm a chef and entrepreneur. And I took this question to 1,000 busy families. I asked, what sort of technology do you need in the kitchen in order to pay more attention to your household food waste and reduce it? I was met with a lot of blank stares, and then the moment where they said, wait, did you say you're a chef? I am so tired of deciding what to feed my family for dinner. Could you just tell me what you're cooking? What should we cook? It turns out that the most unavoidable question that families face every day is deciding what's for dinner. If you search for honey sriracha salmon, one of my most popular recipes, on Pinterest, you get 1,676 versions of a similar recipe. Families have to wade through that just to decide for Monday, and then there's all the other days of the week as well. So I've built Ends and Stems. It's a meal planning platform designed to effortlessly reduce household food waste. We do the emotional labor and reduce the decisions for you, and all you have to do is follow along, and you will effortlessly reduce your household food waste. When they visit our dashboard each week, they'll see 3 curated recipes that fit together like a puzzle to use up, especially the perishables that they buy from the grocery store. They can make changes to those recipes, they can scale for portion size, change for their dietary preferences, and one click generates a grocery list. From that grocery list, they can click as they're shopping, either online or at their local farmer's market or at their favorite store. And then the recipes each week are like you would expect from your favorite food blogger. Once families' main concern is solved, what's for dinner tonight, they actually have the time and the space to think about their values, and what they care about as a family, and what they're passing on to their children. We want to encourage this and get them to continue to act with us online. Oh, that's the one. So we give them a weekly impact report. These are real numbers from our community. Actually, they're higher than this to date. So we have estimated how many kilograms of greenhouse gases will be reduced if you follow along on our meal plans. And since nobody really has an emotional attachment to what a kilogram of greenhouse gases looks like, we've helpfully converted them into slices of pizza. So you can see that our community actually has saved over 100,000 slices of pizza from rotting away in the landfill. This encourages people to engage with us further online. We have a Facebook group where they can ask questions and tell their own stories. They can follow us on Instagram for additional tips. Individual behavior changes matter. It's true we will not stop climate change without systemic change, but it's also true that community organization and consumer patterns and culture, they drive governments to act accordingly. But we have to act fast. Our current habits of waste are not sustainable for the population of 2030 beyond. Ends and Stems is the rare win-win, win-win. We solve people's most pressing concern, what's for dinner. We make it simple and delicious. We save people money in the process, and we effortlessly help them reduce their carbon footprint. So I've had an opportunity to ask over thousands of people so far, what's for dinner tonight? What do you already have in your fridge that you can eat? And what's the plan for that half cucumber that we know is sitting in the drawer? It's getting softer and slimier by the moment. If we were to all throw one out right now, we'd fill a swimming pool. So I hope you'll join our community. It's live online. You can find us everywhere at Ends and Stems and start cooking for the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Fete Kitchen, who's bringing cooking experts into your kitchen. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And thank you, SKS, for giving me a platform to share my vision. I'm really excited. I wanted to start with a story of how the idea actually came about. So I remember taking this picture thinking, this is such a cool kitchen backsplash. Because kitchen backsplashes are usually tiles or stainless steel, really underused surfaces. So I remember thinking, this is so great. It's a mirror. It's aesthetically pleasing. I bought a mirror recently, specifically Mirror.co. For those of you who don't know Mirror.co, it's a full-length size mirror, and it streams live and on-demand exercise classes. So what I love about it is that I feel like the trainer is right in front of me. And when I do live exercise classes, it's so interactive because I've got my heart rate monitor connected, and they can tell me things like, hey, Z, pick up the pace. You know, they see my heart rate drop. So I'm exercising in my New York City home, and it's so small I can see my kitchen from my peripherals. And I start putting two and two together. Wouldn't it be fun if we could turn the kitchen backsplash into a digital screen so you can access a world of experts from the comfort of your home and do cooking classes whenever you want? So my name is Z, and I'm the founder of Fete. Fete stands for Food, Education, and Technology, and we are merging the three to create unforgettable experiences for you and your loved ones. We're really passionate at Fete about developing innovative hardware that is user-centric and engaging. So we believe that we can really elevate the user experience by bringing the chef right in front of you and adding really great features such as voice command, which empower the cook to cook at their own pace, and also split-screen functionality so that they can view both the chef as well as what the chef is prepping. We also want to make Fete intelligent so that as you evolve your skills over time, it learns with you and eventually makes you a better cook. We're super excited about the positive impact that Fete can have beyond the kitchen. So if you think about this as a creator's platform and what this might mean for chefs, both established and upcoming, for their careers, for their digital careers, also, what it might mean for peer-to-peer cooking, so cooking with your friends and family from all around the world. And exploring as well what it might mean for a communication tool for food between generations, so having your great-grandchildren be able to access grandma's recipes. And beyond that, what it can mean for the culinary education for the next generation without borders. This is where we were 3 weeks ago. So this was me sketching the prototype. And with a very talented team of interns, we've been able to sprint, literally, and have this prototype ready for SKS. So we're super excited to launch. We're here to learn. If you're excited about what we're building, please come say hi, come connect with us. We have a cooking lesson on there so you can experience Fete for yourself. And yeah, come say hi. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Great job. All right, let's bring up the next startup, Hotspot Cooktop, bringing functionality of a flat top grill with the size and ease of a traditional cooktop. There you go.
Good afternoon, fellow food tech enthusiasts. My name is Cal Wilkes. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Hotspot Cooktop. We are redefining the cooking experience completely. Just like all of you, I've been really excited to see all of the devices that are coming to my smart kitchen. But what I've found is that my cooktop has been left behind. It's still 4 or 5 burners, maybe a griddle in the middle if I'm lucky, but as someone who likes to push the boundaries of culinary innovation, it's just not giving me enough. And for this reason, I decided to design modern hardware for modern cooking. What this looks like is Hotspot's signature pixelated grill. Instead of having dedicated burners, we have 100 little tiny what we call burner pixels. Each of these burner pixels has a heating coil in it for precision control over the heat in any area of your cooktop, as well as an object presence sensor embedded in each of them that allows us to gather a rich set of data of what's actually happening on your cooktop in real time. Combining this precision control with this data set gives us a huge breakthrough in cooking technology that we have coined assistive cooking. Assistive cooking is a growing library of applications that tie the software experience with what's actually happening on your cooktop. We have 3 that I'm happy to present to you guys today. The first is food recognition. This allows you to place a pot, pan, or food anywhere on the cooking surface. Hotspot will immediately recognize it, automatically create a grouping of burner pixels, and then allow you to control them collectively from the user interface for an incredibly intuitive experience. The second that we have is called guided cooking. Guided cooking ties the stuff that awesome startups like Fete are doing and other people like SideChef are doing so that you actually have the step-by-step recipe guidance integrated with the functionality of your cooktop. And with this, we can do some incredible things. We can auto-advance steps for you as we know that they're being completed on your cooktop. We can also set temperatures or timers as needed and also provide you with tips and tricks as well as curated video content when needed so you master new recipes the first time. Now, both of these are incredibly exciting, but even cooking is really what excites me. As a culinary enthusiast myself, I'm always looking for new techniques of how to create dishes and master old ones. Even cooking is exactly this. What we do is we use our object presence detectors to actually detect thickness profiles of food on the cooking surface. So let's take, for example, a piece of salmon, a nice fillet that's a little bit thicker on one side and tapers off to a thinner side on the other. What Hotspot will do is it will vary burner pixel by burner pixel the temperature to create heating gradients. With these heating gradients, we can ensure even cooking throughout that dish. Now, combining all of these assistive cooking features, we create an experience that ensures that you're always at the top of your game as a chef, so that you can focus on what's important. And that's the great people that great food brings together. Now, we brought our prototype all the way from Atlanta up here to Seattle to show you guys exactly what we're talking about. We're upstairs at the Startup Showcase, and we'd love for you guys to drop by. We already made pancakes at 10:30 this morning. We're going to be doing a grilled cheese and soup in the afternoon, as well as 2 more cooking demonstrations tomorrow. But if you want to become more involved with the Hotspot Cooktop, we have great news for you. The Hotspot Cooktop is now going to be sold. As of today, we're launching our pre-sales, and we're looking for 5 to 10 customers to get in early that want to be a part of our creative experience and give us feedback on the product, as well as enjoying the future of cooking in their home. Thank you.
Thank you. Good job. You heard it here first, on sale. Next up, we have Levo's, who's bringing a modern approach to infusing. Come on up.
My name is Chrissy. I'm the founder and CEO of Levo. And Levo was born from a very simple idea I had about 10 years ago, that we should be able to control the ingredients in what we consume. When I was about 15 years old, after suffering from migraines for a couple of years, my parents finally decided to take me to a neurologist. We expected a quick fix, some kind of prescription or something to make it stop. But instead, I was introduced to a holistic approach to wellness that was rooted in the idea of getting more of good ingredients into your diet and avoiding more of the bad ingredients. And I was also introduced to a community of other fellow migraine sufferers, and they all seemed to agree that a lot of their triggers were in everyday products, even some of the ones with marketing buzzwords like natural or eco-friendly. The alternative to homemade to store-bought products is homemade, but homemade is very messy and it's very hard. But even still, a lot of migraine sufferers were making their own detergents, skincare, and foods from scratch, a lot of which were infused. Infusion is the process of getting compounds behind aromatics and flavors and wellness benefits that you love into a carrier. For example, a garlic-infused butter or a lavender face serum or a cinnamon anise coconut oil. Before Levo, the process of infusion would involve a skillet, which is an easy way to watch the time go by and burn the ingredients that you're using, or a mason jar sitting in a windowsill, which is the perfect environment for mold and a lackluster level of potency, or a double boiler, which is the choice of sous chefs and the inspiration behind Levo's patented apparatus and method. So with Levo now, you can infuse anything you want at the touch of a button at the same time and temperatures that the pros would recommend. So this is Levo. We shipped our pre-orders in mid-2017, and more recently, at the end of 2018, we released Levo 2, which you see at the top here, with some upgraded features, Wi-Fi capability, and a proprietary app. With the app, you can share and discover your favorite recipes and start and monitor your infusions on the go so that you don't have to spend hours on end monitoring them yourself in your kitchen. We aim to be the trusted voice in a very confusing world of misinformation about infused products. Our community includes everyone from Gen Zers to boomers, and every day we see more and more people adding their own Levo recipes to our Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all sorts of channels. On a personal note, I'm truly elated every time I see a recipe that I could never have fathomed on my own: turmeric ice cream, strawberry bath bombs, and antiseptic skin salves of all kinds. Because infusion is the foundation of so many pre-made products, Levo's patented method can be the basis for an endless number of cross-category SKUs. Welcome to the infusion revolution. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next up, we have Milo, who's rethinking the blender. Come on up.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ruslanas. I am the CEO of Milo Appliances. Recently, I have been fortunate to talk with the top executives of the leading kitchen appliances producers. I was curious to know what's the future of kitchen or food preparation. Two subjects popped up in every conversation I had. First, the future kitchen appliances will be deeply interconnected. And second, they will be highly adaptive to our personal needs. Now, if you look into the blender, for example, it doesn't change much since it was invented a century ago. And something about to change. Today, I present you the future of blending. Sorry. So, our unique technology is a brushless motor with integrated magnetic coupling. We call it the air drive. No mechanical connections means less noise. It's much safer and also very convenient to clean. It is a smart device. One of the most exciting features is that we are able to recognize what's happening inside of the container while blending in real time. As you can see, there are no buttons on top, only 360 touch surface. And you are the one who decides how to set your controls. And finally, it's the best looking kitchen device ever, created by the leading designer from Bang & Olufsen. And I'm so proud that this year we managed to win IFA Technological Innovation Award. Now, once in a while, a unique product is created. A product that becomes a catalyst to bring all people around. iPod was one of them. Milo is next. It's all about innovation, well-being, and design. Things that we naturally care and love. Every branding lead has unique ID. So every time when you make a smoothie, it seamlessly tracks, and this information can be shared later with your friends. And also because we're able to recognize what's happening inside of the container, we create a new dimension in recipe making. Again, something that can be shared with your friends. And make no mistake, the function is blending, but it's not a blender. It's a gadget. Right now, we're showcasing Milo in the leading telco stores in Lithuania. Selfridges in London is the next one. Also beta in US, hopefully. Later, gadget stores, Apple stores, gift stores. It's going to be a single choice blender in those shops. So what is next? What you see here is actually not just a blender. It's a multifunctional device, a platform for all. So with additional accessories, we can do juicing, we can do sauce making, we can do coffee grinding, we can do spices grinding, whatever you imagine. And probably this would be enough to disturb an industry in a big way. But we're not stopping just here. We're taking this insane technology and integrating it into the surfaces. So first, we integrate it in an induction to hops, and next, we are going to the future smart tables. So imagine a table that can seamlessly prepare whatever you desire. Your kitchen appliance become an orchestra, and you, the conductor of taste. So at the moment, we're talking with the big boys, Bosch, Philips, Haier, a few others that are not disclosed publicly. And this is the very first time we are in US. So let's see what we can do together. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So next, the last and final startup, actually Sticks Fresh will be up. Come on up.
Hello? Okay, perfect. So first of all, it's a real honor to be here among all these great minds and great companies. And I'm thrilled to be here to just really present to you this revolutionary technology that we're working on right here in Seattle. So let's jump right into the problem, right? Many of you have heard this already. A third of all food produced goes to waste. This amounts to about $1.2 trillion of waste every single year. And that's not just the food that's going to waste, but think of all the resources as well that went into growing this food, the water, the transportation costs, the land that's been used, right? But here's another way to quantify it, to really put it in perspective. By the time I'm done with this presentation, so over the next 4 minutes, we will have thrown away over 1 million pounds of food. That's as much as about 2.5 statues of Liberty, and that's in the US alone, right? So the numbers are just staggering. And this is, of course, on average. In some markets, for some types of food produce, this can go up as much as 50%. In fact, here in the US, for fruits and vegetables, we lose about 52% of all the fruits and vegetables we produce on a yearly basis. So it's fair to say that for every apple that you're eating, there's actually one that's going right into the trash, right? So again, the losses are experienced all across the supply chain, from the moment that produce is produced, through transportation to distribution, the packers, the retailers, all the way down to the end consumers. So what's our solution? It's a simple sticker, all natural, 100% safe, that's placed right onto the fruit. So instead of just telling you about it, let me show you. We see here the mango on the right has a sticker on it, the one on the left does not. This is a 30-day time lapse that we've ran. There's no editing at all, we just ran the time lapse. And you see here the impact is pretty impressive, right? And so, of course, the question that's on everyone's mind is, how does it work? And so for the simple way, really the high-level way of explaining it is, for millions of years, plants produce secondary metabolites. These are natural compounds to protect themselves. If plants are under stress, if they're facing certain types of fungi, bacteria that are attacking the plant can't really run away, right? So it emits these natural compounds that create a protective barrier around the plant, and they can protect the plant at a distance. And what we've essentially done is we've actually repurposed these exact same compounds. We apply them to the surface of the sticker. And what's really important to highlight here, it's actually the non-sticky side. So it never even comes in direct contact with the fruit. You apply the sticker to the fruit, and the compounds are volatile in nature, so they vaporize. They create a protective barrier around the fruit and essentially extend the shelf life of the produce. The next question is, well, why stickers, right? So one of the customers we've actually started to engage right here in Eastern Washington, this is a video of their plant, of their manufacturing site. That's a lot of apples, right? In fact, they pack and distribute 2 to 4 million apples a day, right? So for an operation that size, it has to be extremely efficient. It has to be highly automated. And so we wanted to introduce a solution that was going to seamlessly fit within the supply chain without disrupting their current manufacturing process. And so every apple you pick up right now already has a sticker on it. So we simply apply our technology to the surface of that sticker. Now, the next question could be, well, what about blueberries? Are you going to place a sticker on every blueberry? The answer is no. What we're actually developing, our core competency at SticksFresh, is that we could source any fungi, any pathogen from anywhere in the world and develop a formulation that's effective against that type of pathogen. And it can be applied to any surface, really. So we're looking at boxes, sheets, liners, packets, even sprays. And what that will allow us to do is expand far beyond just fruits and vegetables and apply the same technology, the same solution to dairy products, meat, seafood, and even different industries altogether. We're looking at the medical device industry, the healthcare industry, cut flowers for exporting, and so on. We're looking at launching our pilot studies this coming November, so we're actually moving pretty quickly, and hopefully you'll actually see us in stores as early as 2020. You might never actually see the SticksFresh sticker itself, because we could apply the coding to the existing stickers with their branding and their coding, and that's really the vision of where we want to take this. So thank you so much, and please come visit us at the table.
Thank you. Great job. Thank you.